Well, it is Saturday, I don't know, it's in February still. I want to say it's the 19th? 16th? Okay, I can't count, thanks to Stacy, she helped me out here. What we're looking at right now is the famous astronomical clock on Old Town Square in Prague. Stacy and I just got here. And, I don't know, if we look a little close, right, here, it appears that it's almost noon. And so that's kind of why I started looking at this, because I thought, you never know. It might actually be noon, because when noon happens, you see there's some drawers right there. Yeah, those. Some marionettes come out. They do a little dance. I mean, this is an iconic place. I mean, this astronomical clock has been around for centuries. I mean, it was a wonder in its time. And hell, here we are centuries later. I'm still looking at it, forcing you to look at it. I mean, hey, that's still pretty remarkable, right? From there, well, this is, I guess let's go up top a little bit and you can just get a quick view of Old Town Square. Yeah, I don't know how well that worked. I couldn't tell. But anyway, right there. Those are the spires of Tyne Church. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that church holds a special place in my memory, because when I was here 3 years ago, in the basement of that church, there's a bar, and I heard some of the best blues music I've heard in, I don't know, in ages and ages and ages. And that was 3 years ago. Still haven't heard better. Yeah, it was basically fronted by a young 20-something, maybe early 30-something American woman singing, and it was clearly a Czech backing band, and most of them, I would say, were probably late 40s to early 50s, and it was just fabulous Delta-style blues. Well, okay, you occasionally got some rock in there too, and influences of Janis Joplin in her singing, but at its best, it was good kind of Delta-style blues. And I'm rambling, but we're going to see a lot more Prague. Hopefully you'll stick around and join us. Well, here we go. Yeah, as you can tell, it's noon, and something's coming. I don't think you're the only one who's disappointed if you kind of went, that's it? As you can hear all around me, I think everybody here is going, that's it? I suppose that's what you get when 21st century people look at, what, 16th century technology? There's a decidedly morbid element to the iconography of Christianity in Prague, from the skull to the serpent to the anguish. Yeah, it's dramatic, and it speaks to, I don't know. Well, yeah, here we are at the foot of a cross. Oh, I suppose it is about redemption and sacrifice, so anguish makes sense. But here we are, up by Prague Castle. It's still Saturday, I forget. Stacy told me before, I think she said it's the 16th. And we've just had some beer and food, but I enjoyed the beer more than the food, at a brewery and a monastery on the other side of, well, see, that's a hotel, but I think once upon a time it was a church, and it was a church about a monastery. If you go through those gates and through there, we didn't go through there, but you could get that way if you followed that. Yeah, she had beer, I had beer, I had goulash, she had a lot more pizza than I think she thought she was ordering. She compared the pizza to a Chef Boyardee kit that she used to make with her parents when she was, well, knee-high to a grasshopper. That was not a positive comparison. It was more a, I don't like it comment. Anyway, we're standing at the top of a hill up near Prague Castle, and we're not close enough to the castle for me to put it on camera, but I was kind of digging this hill and the valley down that way. Okay, where I'm standing doesn't work so well, so let's come over here. And, okay, yeah, now that you're all motion sickness from staring at a small digital screen on your monitors, we're going down that hill, because we came up that hill. And as we do so, Prague stretches out before us that way. Ah, damn, I hate it. I really do, because what I see with my eyes looks fabulous. What I think is in this viewfinder, especially when it gets pixelized down into a small area and it gets uploaded through YouTube and put on the web so you can look at it on your monitor wherever you happen to be sitting, I just think it looks kind of blah. It's disappointing. Not that Prague is, just my own expectations. Alright, now we've walked back down from Prague Castle, and I don't know, I just was hoping maybe this late afternoon scene would show up in the camera nicely. We're on Charles Bridge in English, or Karlov Most, which of course I'm saying wrong in Czech. But what caught my attention as well, so here's the bridge, there's the castle. Oh yeah, there's another Jesus. I must admit, religious iconography is everywhere in this city. And then there, yeah, that's the monastery where we had lunch, and I must admit, some of the better beer I've had in Europe. That was good. From here, you know, ooh, sorry, that was all over the place. So yeah, we walked down from there, down this bridge. Now we're heading this way. Not there, but through there, on the other side of this gate, into Old Town. Yeah, I don't know, Prague is fabulous. It really is. I don't know, can you see this reasonably well? Because I mean, it's just layer after layer of building, and the sunlight's doing great things, and this isn't working. This isn't giving you the impression that I'm getting as I stand here. Well, what can I say? You gotta come to see it for yourself. Well, here we are. It is now Sunday, the 17th of February. And it's currently a little before 10 a.m. in the morning, and I'm standing on Charles Bridge in Prague. This would be day 2 of our very brief 2-day trip to Prague. Stacy and I fly home tomorrow morning, Monday morning, about 6 in the morning, because, you know, I've got that little thing called work tomorrow. So, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a view of the river that runs through Prague, and then we'll pan this way, because this is the direction we're going to be heading. And our final destination is dominating in the background up there. Yeah, up that's Prague Castle, or at least the what the hell do you call those? Cathedral attached to Prague Castle. And I'm currently standing on what's called Charles Bridge, I think I mentioned. And this is one of the major tourist draws, because it's a pedestrian bridge with plenty of statues. Primarily the 18th century, as I understand. Oh, what I'm going to do is a closer one. They're detailed. They're very, very Christian. Yeah, Prague was a remarkably, was once upon a time a archbishopdom of the Catholic Church. So this was like one of the most important cities in Central Europe for the Catholic Church. So yeah, well, I hope this camera's doing an adequate job of capturing just the stunning nature of Prague. What you're facing is called the Little Quarter, where Prague Castle is. It's on the west side of the river, and it's it's a World Heritage Site, I believe, or at least the UN as highly recognizes it, and it's one of the most breathtaking sites in Europe. I hope the camera can do that some justice. Maybe.